Hello, and welcome to the Pirate Review channel. This is your host today, Shadowbane, here with a review of a game called Rimworld. Rimworld is a construction and management simulation video game. Rimworld follows three survivors from a crashed space liner as they build a colony on a frontier world at the rim of known space. Inspired by the space western vibe of Firefly, the deep simulation of Dwarf Fortress, and the epic scale of Dune and Warhammer 40k. Basically, guys, Rimworld comes down to this. Some guys are stranded on a planet, and there's an AI storyteller who wants to kick your ass. When you crash land, the first thing you're gonna want to do is find food. You've got your three guys, you'll equip them with the guns and knives or whatever that you crashed with. You're going to have to set up a base, building it one piece at a time, piece of wall by piece of wall, floor piece by floor piece. Set up each and every bed and room, have a medical center, a prisoner center. It's Dwarf Fortress meets Prison Tycoon meets fucking awesome. I don't even know what else to call this game. There are a lot of different biomes you can crash into to develop your colony. There's the desert, arid shrublands. Those are very inhospitable. The ice sheet and the tundra are also very difficult. You have the easier places to play, like the tropical rainforest and the basic grasslands. You can also play on the coast. A lot of different things to choose from. Every single playthrough is going to be a little bit different because of that. Also making every single playthrough different is your colonists themselves. One may be a good cook, one may be a good hunter, one may be a great builder. My builders always fucking die within like the first 10 minutes. I just can't keep them. But that's beside the point. Each colonist, specializing in different things, also can have different traits. Some of them may really like to get fucking blitzed off their ass with beer. Some may dream of going bionic. You're going to have happy thoughts and negative thoughts based on these traits. You know, someone might be optimistic, so they're naturally happy, but the next person might be pessimistic. And you're going to have to deal with all that. There could be psychic drones that fucks with people's minds and makes them go crazy and want to kill each other. You just never know what's going to happen, and that's just on your colonists alone. Now, branching out from your colonists, you're going to have pirate raids. You're going to have mechanoid raids. You're going to have crashed spaceships. You're going to have different tribes and communities who come visit you. And you may make enemies with them. You may capture them and recruit them. I mean, there's a lot of different things. They may decide they just want to kill you for the hell of it. I mean, you just never know. And that's just other people. On top of that, you have environment. The desert, I mean, it's going to be hard to grow food because it's so hot. You're going to have heat strokes to deal with. If you're in the winter biome, you're going to have hypothermia. Your crops won't grow because it's so cold. You've got to keep your indoor temperature either cooled down in the desert or heated up in the winter. What does that take? That takes heaters, coolers, and that takes power. You know, will your solar energy cells have enough sunlight? Will there be a volcanic winter which blocks out the sun? Will there be an eclipse? Okay, maybe we should use windmills. Will the wind blow today? Okay, what is that? A solar flare. Now all power won't work. I mean, the environment will kick your ass. On top of that, you have the storyteller themselves. They're actually what causes different things to happen. Maybe a pack of wild dogs will appear and decide to eat all your colonists. Maybe a squirrel will go mad and happen to gouge out one of your colonists' eyes. That happens to be your hunter, and now he can't hit nothing. You never know what's going to happen. Perhaps your hunter's going to go out and start shooting at, like, a muffalo, which is like a buffalo variant in the game. And maybe that muffalo's going to get pissed off. They usually don't, but maybe this one time they do, and they completely rip the dude's arm off. I've seen crazy shit in this game, and it happens. Now, there are three storyteller AI to choose from. There's Cassandra Classic, which is basically going to give you an ever-increasing difficulty curve. There's Phoebe Chillax, which is going to be more of your base builder. If you want to kind of take it slow, There's going to be a lot of time in between attacks and different events that happen, so you'll have plenty of time to build a nice base. The last guy is Randy Random, and he just don't give a shit. Randy don't give a shit. That's all there is to it. He's like a damn honey badger. He will throw 30 space pirates at you within the first 5 minutes of gameplay for the lulz, as best I can tell. You never know what's going to happen. On top of the AI storytellers, you also have the difficulty, ranging from base building to casual to rough, extreme. Now that's going to make stuff even easier or even harder than the storyteller throws at you, so you can pretty much play however you want to. One of my playthroughs, I played the Brotherhood of Steel, so I came down with power armor, 5 colonists, all kinds of advanced weaponry. I played on Randy Random, and I played for, a few hours, but then he decided to throw like 30 space pirates at me, and a pack of wild dogs, and all kinds of stuff, and just kicked my ass with full power armor. So you never know what a game is what's going to happen in a game with the AIs and the difficulty settings. Now, as I was talking earlier, you build your base piece by piece. There's many different types of walls, many different types of floors. There's a full research tree. You can unlock geothermal generators, spaceship pieces, carpet, nutrient pastes, all kinds of different things that'll help you feed your colonists, help shelter them better, help them mine faster, different things like that. There is also an extensive mining and crafting system. So I'd say there's 6 or 8 different things you can mine out in the world: gold, silver, plasteel, steel. There's also caves and caverns you can explore. The one thing this doesn't have, and one of the few things I think is a disadvantage of this game, is there's no Z-axis, so you can't mine down. You can only mine what you see from the top-down view, so there's no going a level down or a level up. And, that's alright, but I would prefer if we could actually go down or up. Speaking of these materials that you can get, you can also build your structures out of these different materials. So you'll have a stone wall. You can make it of limestone, marble, sandstone, pretty much whatever you want to. Each has a different look and feel. A bed, you can make it out of steel, you can make it out of wood, you can make it out of stone. Each material, you can make whatever. Extensive crafting system. You can make t-shirts and jackets and dusters and helmets, all at your base if you have somebody who can do the crafting and you have the materials. There's also a full cook system. So you kill a squirrel, you get meat, you farm potatoes, corn, rice, you put meat and potatoes together, you make a meal. You ain't got meat and potatoes, so you just got potatoes, you make a simple meal. Different meals have different modifiers. A lot of variety there for you. On top of the cooking and the crafting system, you can also make your own handmade weapons, long swords, bows, axes, different things like that. Or spears, I should say, not axes. There's also metal smelting, machine disassembling, stone cutting. You can make a crematorium to cremate your dead instead of burying them in graves that you have to dig all the time. A lot of complexity, a lot of depth. Just all in all, a really great game. Now, I've played through a good 5 or 6 playthroughs of Rimworld. I've had a ton of fun. It's also been ball-busting brutal at times. I've got some of my playthroughs already up. I will be putting more up. The Zombie Apocalypse Challenge, the Brotherhood of Steel playthrough, scenario I should say, and different things like that. I'm going to be uploading more and more after this review, so you guys stay tuned for that. Final thing I want to touch on here is Rimworld is made by, what's the studio called? Ludeon Studios. Now, they haven't made a lot of stuff. They're kind of new to the video game world. Luckily, even if they are inexperienced or haven't published any other games in their new studio, their main developer actually worked on titles like BioShock Infinite. So he's been around, he's done some programming, writing, different things, doing a really good job on this game, and I'm really happy with these guys. I think this is definitely a company you're going to want to keep an eye on, because they got some talent there, and I'm very happy with them right now. Now, here comes the caveat. Rimworld is $30. That's right, $30. It's not available through Steam, so the only way to get it is going to their website, which is rimworldgame.com, and paying that $30 through PayPal or Stripe. It's not available on G2A. It's not available on King One. You're not going to get a discount on this game, and honestly, I'm okay with that. This is a fantastic game. I suggest you definitely support these developers. Pick this up. If you're looking at the game and it's something you're going to like, definitely buy this. It's one of the few games in a long time that's really been worth its price tag. They do have some perks on their website. You can put your name into the game for an extra 15 bucks. You can put your whole backstory in there. If you want to pay over 100, you can make yourself the leader of a whole gang of pirates. If you really want to throw some money into it, about $200. These are Kickstarter type things, but they're still adding them into the game if people want them. All in all, I had a hell of a time playing Rimworld. I'm going to keep playing it. You guys should pick this one up. It's fantastic. This has been Shadowbane for the Pirate Review channel. Remember, we pirate so you don't have to. You guys have a great day.